Hello, my name is Evandro and I am a guitar tutor. I'm happy to join the interview. Always nice to talk about my experience in music. Always happy to do that. Over 20 years experience, a lot of stories. I will try not to make so long. I took a few notes. I hope you guys don't mind because I don't want to forget anything. Okay, my music background, right? I start with classical guitar. I moved to electric guitar quite soon. I like both. I still play both of them. I enjoy fingerstyle or plectrum. In the beginning was mostly rock, but not only. I had luck to find good teachers, very good ones, good performers and good teachers. And I was in the conservatory for 5 years and with many good musicians in the same time. Good musicians, good students, so that give you support to learn more and more, kind of motivate even more. I still have a lot of friends. A lot of them became really good musicians. Good memories. Also in the beginning, few years after playing guitar, not much, 4 or 5 years, I started being involved with sound production as well, sound engineer. I started working in the recording studio. So in the same time, in the same moment, I was sharing my time between teaching, performing, and recording studios. So I was all the time between musicians, and so everything you can imagine. During this time in record studios, I had the opportunity to see really good musicians as well, some of them famous ones. We learn a lot just watching. It's really nice. Also, that opened my mind about different music styles as well, because so much new information. So it's nice to see, record, learning different styles, many things. It's really was really good experience. I'm not in studio anymore, only teaching. But for a long time I was doing that, sharing my time. What else? Nowadays I can listen to classical music, jazz, rock, pop music. We always can learn something, and we are still learning. Like I still have so many friends I play with, and we keep learning different things, different styles. Music is like in life, we always keep learning. Yeah, we never stop. It's very nice. About teaching. Once I start teaching, I realized that I could practice. I was practicing the same time what I like and teaching. Start working. That's a good reason. Teaching is a very rewarding job, I guess. Few things that I I'm happy with, like, about the work. It's to see people improving, like progressing every weekly. You can see the difference. You see they are getting happy because they understand. They can see that that's possible to play. It's not magic. Everybody can play. I like to see they progressing. It's really nice. What else? I'm happy to see that I make a difference in their life as well. That's good. I have some students for 4, 5, 6 years, and you become a friend. Yeah. It's too long weekly for so long. You become a friend. Some of them, I remember. Some of them, they are singers, sometimes professional singers, and they want to learn some guitar, to play with. And as we become friends, of course, we start doing some projects together. So many advantages about being a teacher. Okay, so about that, I believe everybody can play, and it's involve a lot of dedication. But I tell all my students that it's possible if they can, if they want. A lot of repetition, but everybody can play. We cannot skip anything in music. One thing, yeah. Sometimes they want to play fast, or they want to play this or that. Tempo, timing is really important, and they want to skip stuff. We cannot skip anything in music. I always tell them. They understand. Lesson planning, different learning styles. Okay, good question. Yes, I need to plan the lesson according with their wishes. For example, I receive a lot of requests from parents, and maybe they have many questions, as they don't know which guitar. Should I start with electric, acoustic, classical? What's the difference? My son wants to play 30 minutes lesson, 45, 1 hour. They have many questions. Sometimes they just want to play for fun, find activity for the kid. Sometimes they want the kid take more serious, like doing the grades. And the parents, it's always happy to get the grades qualification in UK. So I do that as well. I have students, I have all those books in there. Trinity Rock and Pop, University of West London, Abrams, many of those. All my students always pass, they all succeed so far. So they have many questions. Yes, we try to figure out what the parents want. Yes, we do that. Well, yeah, when adults interest in the lesson, sometimes they don't want to do grades, and they just want to learn something, play something. They work during the day, at night, free time, they want to play something, learning something. Sometimes they're not interested in grades, sometimes they are not interested in theory, they just want to learn songs. Yeah, we can do that, well, that's fine. Some adults, they are interested in everything, so everybody's is different. Yeah, we need to adjust and organize the lessons. Yeah, that's different. Sometimes they want to learn some solo, guitar solo, which can be long, 1 hour lesson and just doing that, nothing else, because it's what they wanted. Some people, they wanna understand about everything, and that's when we can plan the lesson. They're really open to everything, understand everything, and that's when we can plan the lesson. I like to share, if is that the case, we can make a plan. I like to share the lesson in 3 parts. We have the warm part, in the beginning, warm-up session. Even though it's a beginner, maybe he doesn't know some scales, but we have some exercise left hand and right hand that we can start to warm up. Somebody a little bit more advanced, scales, we do that, we spend sometimes 10 minutes, well, metronome, keeping the time, things like that, really slow, and that's a good warm-up. Content can be many things. I try to explain theory if there is some need about. Could be chords, could be scales, could be many things. Sight reading, improvisation, could be many things. But it doesn't matter where the student interest. I like to explain. Okay, let's play. Let's see how is that working. Playing. Let's see what they can do, and motivate them as well. At the end of the lesson, more at the end, towards the end of the lesson, while maybe learning some new song, or some students a little bit more advanced, and we can start some jamming, improvisation. So it depends of the student, but we can share the lesson in 3 parts, yes. Improvisation, learning songs, it's always good idea to create your repertoire. We always learning something with new songs. It's also fun. They want to play songs, yes, as well. They want to understand a lot of people what's going on, music theory, scales, but they are happy to learn songs as well. Okay, what else we have? So is the teaching demonstration, right? Just 1 second. Teaching demonstration. I hope you guys can see. Usually I need some feedback to make sure my student can see well. And also, actually, everything I have here I send to them, all my students, so they can open. I take photos, copies, anything I send to them they can follow here. But I also have everything here. I also have this whiteboard, and I can write anything I need to explain. I can use that. All right, about teaching demonstration, I chose here pentatonic minor. Maybe they don't remember how to read music notation. So it's really easy to use the tab. They understand the tab, straightforward. Fret 5, you just check the numbers, which fret you need to play, so that's really easy to understand. One thing they forget often, that's upside down, the tab. So here, the bottom line means it's the lower string. It's the lower string, the bottom line. So we swap, and sometimes they forget about this. If they can remember that, so just follow the numbers and follow the string you are. In this case, with me, top string 5, 8, below 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, here, and finish on 5. The more they repeat, they will memorize, and they don't need to read. That's a good scale to start because it's quite easy to memorize, and so they can keep repeating. What they struggle with in the beginning is doing backwards. But usually 1 week, if they have free time to practice, they can make that. Alright, that's one thing they struggle sometimes, but just time. Another problem in the beginning. They tend to release the first note, and they come back here and they release again. They never really, on the left note you never release. You can keep holding there, or at least really close. You don't need to lose and come back and release and come back. So I always tend to keep always the first thing really close, even though they're not playing. Another thing in the beginning they don't alternate picking. They do all the way down the whole time. Down, down, down. Here the right hand. Down, 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 down. All the time. So since the beginning, day 1, I teach them to alternate picking. Sounds more natural. Sometimes it's hard to think about the left and the right hand, so it's better to get used with the right hand so they can do only the top string and get used to the idea down, up, down, up, down, up. So they learn the right hand before, and then they can do the whole thing because they don't need to think about the right hand anymore. They memorize here. They can be focused on the scales, and here they did it practice already enough. Maybe they don't need to think about the right hand anymore. And well, once they can do that well, I can see here 160 BPM. We need to explain that every single note has to be with the click. Sometimes 160 can be really fast for them, so we can slow down 120, 140, and eventually they can make 160. They don't need to run. That's 160. play exactly when we hear, helps counting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, as I said, we don't need to start that fast. Of course, you can start slow, 120, and progressing little by little. They need to make it right. They don't need to be fast in the beginning. Fast comes with time. Okay, that's all. Thank you. I hope you guys like. Any question? Let me know. Thank you. Bye.